Yo, what's going on? It's your boy D-Man, you already know. Bringing to you some NBA 2K12 gameplay. You know, this is just some computer playing computer. Heat versus OKC, I'll probably do that. But yesterday I was on Twitter and running 2K wanted to hear some ideas for NBA 2K13. I was like, you know what? I never really made a video on that, so let me try to do that real quick. And it's funny because these past few years, you know, back in the day before 2K12 and 2K11, I was mainly a 2K person. You know, I'll play 2K a lot, then fall back, play some Call of Duty. But lately, it's been the other way around. You know, I'll play Call of Duty and fall back and play 2K12. And for a while, I didn't even have 2K12. I got rid of it because of certain problems in the game. And honestly, 2K12 for me, it was just the worst one they've ever made, to be honest. That doesn't mean it was complete trash. You know, they got a few things right. But at the end of the day, I just wasn't feeling it, to be honest. And it has me sitting up here thinking about getting Live 13, but I'll get into that later. Let me talk about the main problems with 2K12 and what I hope they fix. The main thing that had me raging is the AI. And yeah, I was raging at 2K12, not like screaming or nothing, but it just didn't make sense. But the AI, the way the computer played, it basically felt like you was getting cheated. Especially if you play my player like me. The other team can make 3-pointers like crazy. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. And when it came to your team, a person can be wide open for a 3. For example, I have Dirk Nowitzki on my team, but when he's wide open for a 3, he won't even shoot it. You know, he'll pump fake, he'll try dribbling, do everything but shoot an open shot. Same with Joe Johnson, same with DJ Augustine. All these dudes that's supposed to be able to make 3s on my team, they don't shoot it. But on the other side of the court, the other team can just throw up 3s, fadeaways, doesn't matter, it goes in. Now, I just don't get it. Like my boy Chris said, 2K12 was just a shooter game for some reason. Like it was made for people to take jump shots, which I don't understand. Another problem was the speed. You know, I know a lot of people remember Chris' Move video about where he was saying that speed doesn't matter. And I kind of have to agree because I remember one time I had my player, my quickness and speed is around a 90, and I was running, and Chris Bosh. It looks like he wasn't even hustling or nothing. He was just jogging, yo. And I'm up here trying to throw the ball out to get some speed. But no matter what, I couldn't outrun him. And by the time I went up for a layup / dunk, they made it to where not only did he get right beside me, but he was under me. And so, of course, that went into a contact layup. And that doesn't make sense. Like I said, I can be guarding, well, a center could be guarding me no matter who I use, a quick point guard. And I can't get around them simply because the speed and quickness, it doesn't matter, especially when it comes to the crossovers, because the crossovers don't work anyway for some reason on this game. I can't get around them because once they have their arm stretched out, if you even touch their arm, you're going to get bumped and walk backwards, which I don't understand that either. And going back to the crossovers, yeah, if anybody says the crossovers don't work, you tripping. I mean, not don't work, but if anybody says the crossovers do work, you tripping, you tweaking, you really are. There's only a few things that can get your defender leaning. The half spin works a little bit. Let's see what else. If you do a hesitation to a cross, that tends to work well. But things like the double cross and the in and out, the step back and go, none of those really work. And I don't understand that. Another thing that doesn't make sense with the defense is you can be on a fast break. And I know y'all noticed this. What does the computer do when you're on the fast break? They bat down all the way into the paint. And, you know, that never happens in real life. That never happens in real life. You know, at least some people be at the free throw line waiting, or maybe the dotted line, but nobody ever bats under the rim. That makes no sense. They're trying to predict what you're going to do, and it's stupid. You know, if you're on a fast break, just hit the corners. That's all they do, because they don't pick up the trailers. They don't pick up men on pick and rolls and stuff like that. The defense, I don't know. It's just terrible. It's Charles Barkley terrible. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I have a problem with is the alley-oops. You know, 2K, it's like, damn, how hard is it? You know what I'm saying? The alley-oops, you throw straight lines most of the time. I don't get that. You know, you can have a point guard and have somebody like LeBron or KD, Russell Westbrook, flying down the lane. Talking about just flying down the lane. And they don't lob it up sometimes. And because of that, it always get tipped, because they throw straight lines, and I just don't get that. But once again, these are all my opinions, so you don't have to agree with me, but I'd like to see some suggestions in the comment section below. Also, layups and dunks are too slow. I don't know why this game, the movement, it feels smooth, but it's so slow. I don't get that. You know, I can link some NBA 2K7 and NBA 2K8 videos where the crossover is so filthy, so nasty, so quick, so dirty. If you couldn't keep up, you couldn't keep up. But on this, everything is so slow. Like going on for a layup, you get blocked and contact a lot because they go so slow. The dunks, they get switched to layups because it's so, like I said, everything is just slowed down in this game. I don't understand why they did that, but it just is. And I just want to see them also bring back the fun factor in 2K. I was watching some 2K7 and 2K8 gameplay. You know, I'll link it to y'all in the description below. But just look at it, man. I've been playing 2K since 2K5 was my first one. And I've been with 2K ever since. Not because I hate live, not because I'm a 2K fanboy, but those were better games. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. 2K was better games back then, but now they left the door open. But the fun factor was just so fun back then. It was like the perfect balance between arcade and simulation. Like I said, the crossovers back then, they worked. The in and outs worked. The double crosses worked. I remember having D-Wade or anybody on a fast break on 2K7. And you can bounce the ball to yourself and dunk it. I want to do that in 2K13. Maybe on 2K13 you can throw the ball off the backboard to yourself and dunk it. You know, stuff like that. Because people do that. Let's be real, people do that. And I remember D-Wade on one clip I saw, you know, he flew down the lane, covered his eyes and dunked it. You know, why not have that back? 2K5, you can throw double alley-oops. You can throw a oop, catch it, then throw another oop to somebody else, and they'll come and dunk it. I want to see things like that back, but knowing 2K13, I'm not sure. You know, everything is so slow now that it's probably not even possible to have those type of things in the game because people will catch you and make you mess up for some reason. Also, I want to know why the defense, I kind of covered this already, but the defense tips everything. I already talked about the alley-oops, but the passes, the defense always seem to be in the passing lane. I'm not even sure. Like my boy Shakedown said, we was talking about this in the party, but basically when you press that A button to pass, that's telling the defense to steal. Like it gets the defense ready when you're about to pass. As soon as you press that button, they're ready. And even when they're not looking at the ball, you know, 2K is starting to be like Madden. You know, on Madden back in the day, they had it to where the cornerback can swat down the ball without even looking at it, and the linebacker with the suction defense. You know, I used to play Madden a lot. I stopped playing Madden. I don't want it to be like that for 2K, but 2K has some suction defense. You know, it never lets you free. They bat down the ball when they're not looking at it. It's like, damn, do you have spider senses? How do you know when to jump and tilt the ball when you're not looking at it? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. But I also want to see some more signatures. You know, 2K always does well on signatures, but like my boy Mike in the Mav said, he has Jason Terry. He shoots threes and he doesn't do the jet down the court. Like, what's up with that? Little things like that. Like I said, that's not a priority, but I mean, you might as well add it. I'm pretty sure y'all will anyway, if anybody from 2K sees this, which I doubt it, but whatever. Also, let's just talk about a few modes. I have 3 I want to talk about real quick. First off, the All-Star events. Like, why are the All-Star events so ratchet looking? That's just me, because they're on a black top. Like the 3-point shootout, the dunk contest, they're on a black top. Why are they on a black top? I understand you can't do like the whole TNT thing because of EA and TNT, but at least make it an indoor court, like a crew court, like regular yellow and white crew court, something like that. At least make it inside. We're not asking for something like official, just something legit. You know what I mean? We don't want to do, well, at least me, I don't want to do 3-point shootouts and dunk contests on the black top. I don't even play those modes anymore because it just looks ratchet, in my opinion. I remember when I used to play live, I used to do those just for fun because it just looked so official, you know. So yeah, I like to see that. Also, crew mode, and I want to talk about crew mode because I don't really know what I think about it. So like, I want to see it back. It was fun in 2K11, but people are going to cheat. That's all it is. I don't want to deal with 15 feet people again. I hate losing to people like that. It annoys me. And I know 2K, they feel the same way. They don't want to put it in the game because as soon as they do, people are going to complain about the cheating. Ronnie 2K already came out and said he can't do anything about that, and I see why, because so many people are doing it. You can't ban everybody that's doing it. It's impossible. And I remember like 2 weeks before 2K12 came out, they already had hacks for it. And so here's what I was thinking: if you play NBA Live 10, you know that has some type of crew mode, kind of like 2K10. So if you use regular teams, regular people, you can choose your party and choose your positions. I wouldn't mind seeing that in 2K13, because on 2K12 I have fun with team up, but my main problem is, why do you have a party mode when most of the time you're going to team up and your party is on the other team? Or you always get like the power forward and center. Nobody wants to be the power forward and center. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Unless you play the Eastern versus Western All-Stars, I wouldn't mind being Dwight Howard, maybe. But just make it a crew mode to where it doesn't have to be my players to satisfy me. I don't know other people, but to satisfy me, it doesn't have to be my players. Just let me choose my party and let me choose which position we want to play. That's it. That's all I really want. And also, I also like to see an online association with my players. I think that'd be interesting, kind of like how Madden 10 had the online franchise. I like to see that, but with my players. That's pretty self-explanatory. I think that'd be fun. A little something different, I guess. Even though if the defense cheat, I'm not gonna have fun with that. That's why I didn't even mess with my player this year, because the defense just tend to cheat. But these are my opinions. Like I said, man, 2K12. I'm just shaking my head right now, because like I've been playing 2K for a while, and to see the direction it went in once Live stopped making video games, I think that's why it went bad, because there was no competition. That's what Madden is right now, yo. Like, there was no competition, so they were like, man, people gonna buy it. People like me that's addicted to watching basketball. I love playing basketball. Of course I want to play a basketball game, and of course I'm gonna get the only one that's out. So they know that, so it just seems like, I don't know, they left the door open for NBA Live 13 to me. Of course I'm gonna have to check out Live, because 2K12 was, I don't know, man. I don't know where they went wrong. But of course I'm gonna get NBA 2K13 also. So these were just my opinions. Let me know if you agree, disagree, and let me know what you think. I'll reply to all comments, of course, so I'll be interacting with you all. Peace.